Hey, y'all, this is your girl, TheeHeiress, and we are back with another Shop Talk with TheeHeiress. I hope y'all been tuning in. I've been so excited. Every week we be bringing y'all new people all the time. Oh my God, all these people that just want to be on Shop Talk with little old me. Oh my goodness, I am so honored. Listen, y'all. Shop Talk with TheeHeiress is where we shine the spotlight on our beauty industry professionals in the Tampa Bay area and beyond. We are going beyond Tampa Bay, and today is the day that we're going to be doing that anyway, giving them the opportunity to connect with our audience, tell about the services that they provide, and so much more. Listen, Shop Talk is in collaboration with our Dyvine Connection Network Group. This group is all about wisdom, wealth, and wonders. We do all types of events. We bring you that wisdom about how to operate your business, all of those things. And we like to talk about money. Listen, that we are focused on your financial stability of your business. We want to help you create lasting and generational sustainable financial growth. And we want to deal and help you to impart wealthy mindset. Our mission is we provide knowledge-based events with market expert speakers, and we also have membership packages to help propel you to the next in your business, in your mindset, and preparing you for your future. Listen, Proverbs 13:22 says, a good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children. We are all about generational wealth. And together with Shop Talk and Dyvine Creations, Shop Talk, I'm sorry, and Dyvine Connections, y'all, give my mind is all over the place. We are bringing you the hits back to back to back to back to back. Listen, today, y'all, I told y'all we was going to be soaring beyond Tampa Bay. And this sister queen that I got for y'all today, Ashley Ingram. This is the day we crossed over, okay? She is the CEO and owner of the Salon Blueprint, and she's coming all the way from Texas, y'all. Without further ado, Sister Queen, tell them about yourself.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for having me today. It's such a pleasure to be on your show. Like she said, coming all the way from Texas and being able to collab with you all the way in Florida is such an inspiration. So thank you for having me so much. My name is Ashley Ingram. I am the CEO and founder of the Salon Blueprint online course. And what we do is we grab individuals out of the industry or that are soaring to go higher in the industry, like you said, to have financial freedom. You know, so many of us are in this industry, and at the same time that we love it, we are a slave to it most of the time.
Come on.
Most of the time. So my mission here is to help you to be better and to gain financial freedom, to be able to have a balance between your personal and your business life, because that's what matters most. So God has placed me here to help his people, just using hurdles that I have been through. And with me being a person that likes to help others, I don't want anyone to go through all of the things that I had to go through in the industry, because I knew I could do hair, but I did not have a business plan.
Come on.
I had the money to get in the building. I had the talent, but when the business started to grow, because of my skills, it became a headache. It became a burden. And I started running from my calling.
Come on.
You know, so this is why I'm here to help you guys. I've been in the industry since 2005 professionally. I opened my first business in 2013. And I had my share of hurdles. So I got to a place where I am able to, I've mastered everything. I've moved on to the next. So a lot of times in the industry, a lot of us salon owners and hairstylists, we have other gifts and talents, but because we don't strategize right, we're always stuck behind the chair and it becomes frustrating. So that's why I'm here, to share my knowledge and expertise to help individuals to grow in the industry so that they can maybe come from behind the chair, do other things in the industry, and to be able to still come back to the baby they first created. But just to have a strategic plan in place so that you can do other things.
Come on, I love it. I love it. I love it. Because we do, we have our talents. I know so many wonderful sister queens within the industry. They are fierce in their ability to do hair, but the business aspect of it, they have no, they just don't have the direction and the guidance. And here you created a blueprint to guide them through that path so that they don't have to go through the hurdles that you went through. I mean, sometimes it's just as easy as picking up the blueprint. And you don't have to recreate the wheel when there's already a blueprint. Like she she created the blueprint, y'all. So you don't gotta recreate the wheel. I mean, why do you gotta touch the stove and know that it's hot? Why do you gotta, you know what I'm saying, fall forward? And when you can just pick up the blueprint, it seems so simple to me, but some of us just want to make it so hard. So listen, I know that you have the salon blueprint and you've been doing hair for now. What is that? 12? What is that? That's 12
almost
years.
16 years.
16 years now. So tell me, because you're from Texas now, how did you choose your career path? Were you the little girl that actually, did all of the Barbie dolls hair, or, was playing in your friend's hair all the time? I'm always amazed at how early people really start this career. How did you choose your career?
So when it's actually a gift, like you said, we start with the dolls, and mine was a Cabbage Patch.
Not the Cabbage Patch had straw hair.
Hey, I was doing the coarse hair.
Okay. Oh, listen, I'm telling my age. So my Cabbage Patches had straw hair. By the time you're a little younger than me, if you got a little about 5-10 years younger than me, y'all Cabbage Patch had hair.
Yeah, so I started off playing with the dolls, always knowing that I would go higher in it. I always had a passion for making others look beautiful. So my story started when I was just in 4th grade. I had a mother, she had to be at work super early. So my father had to do my hair.
Oh no.
So I'll never forget, it was picture day. And he had that ponytail sticking up. I was like, I went in that bathroom, I cut me some bangs. I had my little barrettes, and I was like, okay, I'm on to something here.
Right.
So just moving forward and just having a passion for it, I actually took off in high school. Okay. My freshman year, I started to do my hair. Others started to ask. I actually started off more doing braiding. And I noticed that was too much stress on me, per se, but I fell in love with the craft of like updos and weaving. So I was the child that I took over my parents' laundry room and I set up shop.
Come on.
I set up shop. I ended up pretty much making my name known through high school. I did everyone's hair. And so when I was in school, they actually took cosmetology out.
Okay.
I got of age to where I could do it, which was junior year. So I went on and I got my license soon as I graduated from high school in 2004. Okay. Got my license in 2005. I had a family member that had a salon. She took me in. She already had a business, showed me how to work different things. And 2013, I ended up opening my first business. And it went from there. And once I opened that first business, I knew that I was not the personality type to work under anyone else.
Come on.
I didn't want to do booth rent. I knew that was not for me. I was my own boss. Mm-hmm. So I built my business, you know, had my pros and cons, fell over those hurdles, those headaches, and, you know, I took off too fast. And when people started to recognize my name, it kind of put me in a situation where I was scared of all the clientele. Because when the money was coming in, okay, these people know my name. I need to make sure my business is right.
Right.
The brand is what started to be important to me. You know, and as I continued to grow and I started to have children, which I have 3, it really hit different. It wasn't about the money anymore. It was about me knowing that I'm leaving my children, you know, for a long amount of time, and it became stressful. And, you know, I was like, how can I get to where I don't have to overwork myself and I can balance so that I can have a personal life with my children.
Right.
And still build my business, because I come from a household of entrepreneurs, of course, but my parents really, honestly, I got the work ethic from them, but the relationship, I didn't have that solid relationship I needed because they were out chasing the paper.
Right. Come on.
So my thing is, my motto for this course is to get you to really understand, you know, your business is a blessing, your talent is a blessing, but if you have a strategic plan that you can follow from the jump, you know, having your logos, knowing how to bring yourself and really knowing how to set your business up, you can have that time you need to have personal time and business time.
Now, I heard you talk about the brand. Can you, because I can never stress how important it is for you to know your brand, to really have that vision, because we have a vision of our business, and sometimes some of us even have a vision statement, mission statement, but the brand is like, you know, when people hear TheeHeiress, when you know, it's TheeHeiress has her brand, you know what I'm saying? So even my salon and everything that goes along with that has to be within that image of that brand. How important, can you tell people how important it is, like, for them to really know what they're like? Nike has a brand. You always like
and we know who Nike is.
Right.
We know where to go for the best shoe.
Right.
You know, even though they have competition, your brand is going to make you stand out. Of course, I could have came to our show today with just a cute outfit on and my hair slayed, but my brand is what matters.
Right.
Because when you see this, you're going to remember me. Right. You're going to remember what services I provided for you. And also your brand is going to help you stand out and let people know how and why you are different from the others.
Yes. You know.
Yeah.
And so I know I had I was following this lady in California years ago, and listen, when I tell you, that's why now I got combs in my name, I got brushes in my name, you know what I'm saying? It was like, because when I realized, like, everything that's in her, if she's selling it, it got her name on it.
Yeah. Like, you know who she is when you see her brand.
All the time. It's so important. And so in your course, do you really do you help them to really identify their brand, or in any way? Is that a part of your course? Because that's a big thing.
Yes, that's actually one of the first modules that we take on, is what is your niche? Because that's the biggest thing you have to know so that you can figure out what your brand is.
Right.
You know, a lot of us get in the industry and okay, she want this, she want this, she want this. You may not do all of that. You may specialize in weaving. So that needs to be your niche. That's what you need to make your brand about. You know, so when so-and-so goes in Google and tries to find weaving, okay, if that's what you're really putting out there, if that's what you're really promoting, 9 times out of 10, she's going to find you. And you're going to get your client that easy instead of, oh, she want a roller set, oh, she want a silk press. You know, what is it that you do? What community are you trying to serve?
Yes. And you need to know your demographics, like who your customer is, like who is your customer, because you know, and that's going to even control your salon environment, right? Because depending on who my customers is going to depend on how my environment. And I don't think people understand that too. When they go, sometimes they go to certain salons and they go to work, and I let people know divine appointments. Listen, first of all, I'm the heiress, so I don't care. You know, you don't have to be a Christian to work in my shop, but you have to know that you're coming into a atmosphere that is blessed. You know what I'm saying? So this atmosphere is going to be a little bit different than somebody else's atmosphere. We're not going to have all of the extra raunchy stuff. It's not set up for that. You know what I'm saying? We don't have those.
Your culture.
It's a culture.
That's your culture.
Right. And so yes. So tell me, as far as even before you got into the blueprint, what was your specialty? Did you have a specialty that you actually you know, were doing before you got into the blueprint? And then it's a two-part question. And for the salon blueprint, who are your customers? Who are you targeting to be your students?
So my niche was always weaving and short hair. I love to slay me some short hair, and I like weaving because I like to do transformations. I always had a client come to me that had alopecia or hair loss, or maybe her hair was just thin, and just the feeling that you get, and of course you can you know agree with this, when you spin them around in that chair and give them that look out that book. Baby, it's a whole vibe, you know, just to transform people's life and to make a difference in people's life is so amazing. And, you know, just with the salon blueprint, I cater to women and men who are just now coming into the industry. You may be fresh out of beauty school, or you may be a home salon, or maybe you just jumped in a shop and you never concentrated on the business aspect of it. How to flood customers to you without doing anything, without doing all those ads and passing out all those cards, which is never nothing wrong with doing that. Right. But since COVID, I know that a lot of things have changed, and that's what actually gave me the vision of this project was COVID. Because it changed a lot of things for us. You know, I know here in Texas, we had to shut down. It was a mandatory shutdown. So a lot of us was like, what am I going to do?
And that's one of my questions that I was actually going to ask. How did COVID change your perspective on your business module, on your idea, on your vision? How did that happen? So you can go more into that right there. That's your cue. Like,
sure. So when COVID hit, oh my God, it took a toll on me. You know, I did nothing but hair services, nothing but salon services. And when I was forced to shut down, I have 3 kids to feed. And of course, they still wanted the bills to be paid. Right. You know, so I had to figure out another plan. I had to find a reroute so that I can make sure that if this ever happens again, I have something else to fall on. So I also teach in the course how to make money when the personal services are slow.
Come
You
on.
know, so therefore, if something ever happens again, you have something else to fall on. So when I was doing hair before COVID, I was actually retailing salon products and clothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that just goes to show you how important it is to listen. You know,
Yes.
I had the mind frame of I don't want no money walking out my door. If I
Come
can
on.
have it, I don't want you to have to go get eyelashes
Come
or
on.
a cute outfit, because 9 times out of 10, if you here on a Friday and you have date night, you ain't got time to do all that.
Right,
So
right,
I'm gonna have everything for you here.
right.
You know, so that was another big thing, you know. And the salon blueprint isn't just about building your salon business. You know, I am a firm believer in talents and gifts, you know, and I know that for me, God has other callings on my life, that because at the time I was not in place, I didn't have the plan I needed, I couldn't venture out and do the other things that I wanted to do and still keep my business open.
I think you know, I think the biggest hurdle sometimes when you are a serial entrepreneur is really trying to understand the seasons that God has you in, you know, and knowing when to move in this season or hold back in this season, you know,
Yes.
and getting those things out because you know I'm multi-gifted, I'm multifaceted. Okay, so how do I run this business, do hair, and then do all the other things that God is calling me to do? So
Yes.
absolutely. So tell us one of your biggest hurdles and struggles in putting the blueprint together, like getting this course like together. What was one of the biggest obstacles that you had to go through and putting it together, or even maybe an obstacle even within the salon?
Got you. So I would say my biggest hurdle was not only looking at the things I have been through, but to really reach out to the community and see what our industry really lacks. What do we really need? Like, you know, and most of it is we don't have a plan 9 times out of 10, you know, or we try to make a plan when we too deep in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we get the salon, we get people to work in there, and then it's not structured. You know, and that's not only for the workers who's working, it goes for as the customers, because you need to know how to serve your customer,
Right.
And what they really need from you. You
Right.
know, so when I formulated the course, I would go back to what fellow people needed that worked in my business, and also what my clients would tell me. You know, what do they dislike about their salon experience? You know, and how to make the industry really how it's supposed to be, because I feel like when COVID hit, it's not the same, you know, because a lot of people had to do their own hair. Okay, I'm back. A lot of people learn how to do their own services. So, you know, they think they can do your job better than you.
Come on.
But just to come back and get what word am I looking for? Like, we're a big deal in the industry. The salon industry is just like the hospital industry. It's never gonna die.
How come we wasn't essential? I'm still trying to figure out why they thought that we was, but that go back to systematic oppression, because we might, so for maybe our pink brothers and sisters, that ain't essential because they can go out and wash their hair and put it in a ponytail. But for us, it is essential. You know, it was essential. But that, you know, that just goes to tell you who's running your country.
We are needed.
Yes, we are very much needed.
We are very much needed. So, you know, my main goal here is, I know that everyone does not need the salon blueprint, but at the same time, I want to ensure people that are already in business that you always have to have education. Times are always changing. A lot has changed in our industry. A lot of it is online now, which used to be passing out cards, word of mouth, you know, and you can flood them in that way. But now, you know, with times changing and social media and the internet being, you know, so important, I mean, why not have a business, you know, where people are flooding to you and all you did was make a business page to draw in your demographics, like we said, and keep your business growing and to be able to expand 3, 4, 5, 6 times faster.
So tell me, how many courses is in your, tell us more about this, the Salon Blueprint. How long is the course? How much does it cost? How many, you know, what's the objectives?
So it's a 6 weeks course. Right now it's not evergreen, which means it continues to run. Because I put my heart, sweat, and tears into this course, it is going to shut down. I'm keeping it open probably till I get to my max, or maybe a couple weeks, and then I'm going to shut it down so that I can give everyone the coaching and the time that they need. So we focus mostly on, first of all, building your brand, helping you to build your logo, how to find the salon location you need to be in for your niche. That is so important.
It is.
For my business owners, how to write up a lease. You need to know how to write up your lease. We also focus on, I'm gonna show them how to make a website. You gotta have that. How to book their clients, you know, instead of, I know some people are still old school. They don't do online booking. You know, but just actually strategizing your brand, figuring out, helping people to figure out who is their customer, who is your customer, learning how to retail. I also show them how to retail. I know that a lot of salon owners like to do different things. Like me, I did clothing, virgin hair, because I know, like me, I'm the type, if I'm doing you a weave, I want to know that you have a quality hair for the price I'm charging you. That's very important. So the course starts at $9.97. It's a 6 weeks course. It is a drip course. So because it's so much content, and I didn't tell everything that's in it, but because it's so much content, it's dripped week for week so that you don't get overwhelmed and waste your money.
Right.
You know, I'm going to give you this to do this. We're going to come back again every Monday. You know, and therefore we'll have weekly meetings for any questions anyone may have, just kind of like a group session. So tonight I'm doing my first masterclass and giving them an overview of the whole course. So of course that comes with gifts if you come, to get a chance to get it cheaper.
I'm sorry, I'm steady talking. I'm reading. I absolutely love it. I love it. I love it. And because it's online, y'all, this course is accessible to everybody. So you don't have to be in Texas to do the Salon Blueprint. So y'all make sure that y'all check that out. Now, you pretty much answered so many of the questions. But I like to go a little bit on the funny side. So tell me, because we all got that one experience that, like, you like, girl, if somebody was a fly on the wall with with that customer, what is one of your, like, the funniest things that are experiences that you had happen to you since being in this career? I know we be all serious all the time, but, like, you know, the shop is fun. People don't understand, like, I love my job because I can have fun at my job. It's stressful at times, but sometimes you just get some people.
And you know what else I love about this industry? That most of the time you'll think that your appointment is about salon services, but you're really a safe place.
Safe place, a psychiatrist, a healer, a
Yes.
counselor, a pastor, a preacher, the best friend.
When I tell you, I didn't even realize I was running a ministry the whole time.
Yes.
At my salon, healing people. You know, and one thing I realized, and I can say to this day, that every client that God has sent me, it's been for a reason. You know, regardless of if it's, you know, just like you said, being a counselor or your story, being able to impact someone else. You know, I've had so many people not to just tell me they love their hair, but the talks that we have, you know, have really set people free. You know, and that's important. And that's why, you know, you have to be at your best self in this industry. Because if you're not, your work shows for it, you know, and I mean, it's other people that need you. It's a big thing.
And that's why my shop is called Dyvine Appointments. You know, as it's not that I don't want to work for anybody else or I can't work in anybody else's salon, but I realized a long time ago that this was ministry. You know, I learned that way before I got too big for myself. So I had to understand that because it was ministry, you know, I had people, you know, after I talked to them and prayed for them, they on the floor prostrating. Like, I can't do that at somebody else's shop. Like, they be like, you and your customer gotta go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this. So when you realize, you know, I'm not everybody's shop is that way, but you know, that was my niche. That is my ministry. That is what's coming in to my door. You know, whether they're wealthy or they're on a budget, that they're coming for more than hair. And that's why Dyvine Appointments, it says we're more than just hair.
Because, and they may not even know it at the time.
And they don't. And they don't.
It's something you said or that they said that triggers something totally different.
And they really, 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 really don't. Half the time they don't even know. And I'm like, oh yeah, this was your appointment. This was your Dyvine appointment. And that's why we've been Dyvine Appointments. I'm just like, you can't work in here. You can't come in here unless the Lord sends you. Now, I don't know why he's sending you. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if he got aught with you or if he... Because he might got some... You know what I'm saying? He might got aught with you. I don't know. You know what? You and God got something going on today, and we got to figure that out. But for whatever reason, you are here. So let's see what piece of advice, and I know you have so much, and outside of what you're doing in your salon blueprint, but for our audience that may want to, you know, whether they want to get in the industry of doing hair or whether they even want to go into, you know, teaching mode, what piece of advice would you give to someone who is looking to come into the industry in a whole, or even into the industry as a teacher to come beyond, you know, from behind the chair?
Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Know that if you are in the beauty business, period, you are a leader. It's always okay with starting fresh, but know what your calling is. Know what you're called here to do, and don't worry about what anybody else has to think, because a lot of times, a lot of us sit on our gifts that we have because they are scared of what other people think. And that's what pushed me to do my course. I can remember when God was calling me from behind the chair, and I was like, what? You want me to do this, and this? And, you know, He was saying, I want you to go higher. You know, you've done this, you've done that. Now I want you to teach my people with all the things that I have brought you through. You know, teach them how to financially set themselves free, know their calling, know that you are a leader, know that it's okay to step from behind the chair and go to another part of the industry, regardless if you want to teach or just retail. You know, I know so many individuals that started off maybe doing eyelashes and now they're just selling the products. They're still in the industry, you know, so, you know, do what you called here to do, you know, and that's why I made this course so that, you know, you actually can see who you are behind your brand.
Yes.
You know, you know who you are behind your brand, and you know, when you stand on your business and your work ethics, it's nothing that can stop you. It's nothing that can hold you back.
Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Now, I know you said your parents were like entrepreneurs, but do you have like, I have like secret mentors. I got like secret, and when I call secret mentors, it's people that I may have never met in person, but and you know, they inspire me to go the distance, to go further. Who has been like the biggest, and we know God, but like, you know, an actual person that has really inspired you to go this distance, to keep, you know, moving forward, and you know that you looked at and say, you know what, if they can do it, I can do it.
So I have two. My first one is Judy with the Kaleidoscope brand.
Okay. Yes.
Judy, I feel like Judy really speaks to my story. I feel like we have a similar story, and her putting up that simple post with her products. Now she's global. You know, she's global, single mother of 3.
Come on.
You know, that faced different hurdles, but she did not quit.
Yes. Come on.
She did not quit. And a lot of us have so much talent and we so scared to get behind the camera. You know, you just want to write a simple post, but when you get on video actually and show the world what you have accomplished, it's nothing that can stop you. You know, because I'm a firm believer of everybody not gonna rock with me.
Nope.
But my tribe is my tribe. The ones who can relate to my story and the things that I have been through and refuse to give up. We're for each other.
Yeah.
For each other. And I have one more, and she is not in our industry, but I really feel like God really puts a light down on her to like, this is gonna be you, which is the rapper Glorilla.
I just found out who she was. I listen, I like her songs. You know, I'm older. So my kids keep me, I thank God for my kids. They keep me, they're like, Mom, listen to this song, you know, because I used to cut up when I was younger. Okay, I was that
right.
one. So
ain't nothing wrong with it.
I was that one, and my kids be like, Mom, I wouldn't, you know, if you would have dropped a couple of lines back in the day, you know, you be flowing like.
And it wasn't necessarily her lyrics, because I'm not a big fan of rap, but it was her story. How fast she went from eating noodles to somebody finding her, and her whole life changed. You know what I mean? She didn't give up.
Yes.
You know, so I'm just here to say, if you tune everybody out, tune everything out that doesn't matter, people gonna talk regardless. You know, but when you're living in your authentic self, it's no height, it's no height that's too high that you cannot go.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
I'm just to that place in my life where it's like, I know my calling. Yes, I love being a hairstylist, but I'm put here to help others.
Yes.
Through my experience and my testimony.
Yes.
You know, and just don't give up.
Don't give up.
You know, so I put my blood, sweat, and tears into creating this course so that it would not take others as long to get to where they need to go.
Yes, yes. Now, I'm big on self-care this year. As I came out of last year, oh my goodness, like, you know, I was serial entrepreneur, sick, overwhelmed, busted, disgusted. So self-care is like a big thing. What have you put in that place your self-care practices now? Like, how important is self-care to you, and how important can you stress to others, especially within this industry, how important self-care is?
It's very important because I feel like in this industry as a whole, we kind of turn into a people pleaser. We turn into a people pleaser and we forget about ourselves. We forget about our children and the others that need us, and we need ourselves first and foremost. But I really say in 2022, I really learned the importance of self-care. And my first step was learning how to say no.
No is a complete sentence.
Learning how to say no, or I'm closed. And it's just the God honest truth. Because if you don't take care of your temple, you can't see about those clients. You can't build your business, or you really don't even know where you're going if you don't take care of you first.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes. You have to be important. You have to be just as important as your clients. And that's where you mean when you talk about people pleasing. We want to please the clients. We make the clients so much more important than we are. Listen, the client will come in, if they wanted to stop and give me a minute, can I go out and get me something real fast to eat? We'll stop for them. But our stomach will be growling.
You better not stop.
I'm just saying, I'm talking about, like, they might have brought their lunch. Oh, let me run to my car, my food. But it's just the littlest thing. But I say that to say they'll do it. And it's like, okay, go ahead and run to the car real fast, whatever. And then, but your stomach is growling and you ain't stopped for 5 minutes, and ate anything or prepared a meal, or have something in the refrigerator to drink, and we do it sometimes just so unconsciously, because we've just been a lot of times just trained to be on go,
and feel bad for stopping. We gotta quit doing that. Then you wonder why you limp into the car, you don't have any energy. Like me, I'm sitting up here 30 plus years old, still trying to work how I did when I was 20. And just as broke down.
And that's why the salon blueprint is important. This is why it's important, because as you say, even if you're just starting off, you're young, you're starting off, you're going to get to a point where you're going to have to come from behind that chair, and you need directions on how to do it, because I've seen the older stylists, like you said, broken down, back hurting, hands hurting, carpal tunnel. They don't have a way out. They don't have a way out because they love the industry so much that the industry just overcame them. But this is why I believe that if you are hearing and y'all are tuning in, this course that she has, it is a foundational course for you to, have that blueprint to retirement. Because even as a stylist, we say we're 1099, but you are still employed. Your business employs you. Until you learn how to truly be a business owner, where that shop operates without you, you are still employed. You are not a business owner. And that was a hard pill for me to swallow when I realized that if something happens to me, then this don't run. The shit doesn't sell. And so we have to get to a point where we're thinking beyond that $150 sewing, $300 weave. You got to go beyond it. So Salon Blueprint is a way. She's created a way for you to still live out your dreams, but also, get to a level where we talk about generational wealth building, and that's important in our industry. So tell them a little more about the
I want
Salon
to tell you
Blueprint.
this too.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I don't want to forget it. I also have a module on business banking for us because we work too hard. I actually have a business banker that's going to actually show people in our industry how to set up the account, the right way to set it up. You need to have a LLC, something, EIN. You need to be able to, because we work too hard, and then you go to get a loan, a car, a home. They don't want to give it to you
at all.
And I can admit I was the one for the longest. I was commingling my money, putting it all in one bucket. And I'm like, okay, I'm sweating, I'm working hard, but they don't want to give me anything.
Yep.
And I never do that to myself again. So that's another thing I stand proud on, is making sure people put themselves in position to be able to go and get everything anybody else does, because we are very hardworking.
Yes. So outside of that, tell them, I know it, I don't know if we missed anything. I want you to let them know more about your course, what something else you want to let the audience know about what you are doing, what you got coming up, where do you, matter of fact, one question I forgot to ask you is, you have your Salon Blueprint. 5 years from now, what does that look like for you? I am a big person of vision, and I like to put things in an atmosphere, and I believe that when it's out there, it's waiting for you to go. So where is Ashley in 5 years, 5 to 10 years? Where are you?
So 5 years from now, I see the Salon Blueprint helping over thousands of people, really being life-changing to individuals that come into the industry that we love so much, because we love the title salon owner. And I want to be the one to help you get to financial freedom and build your business to where that you can love it and expand much quicker than us that have been in the industry so long. And hopefully by then, I'm claiming that my course will be a part of beauty schools.
Yes.
This is your next hurdle. Okay, you got the license. Take this and run with it, and be your best self. So we actually launch February 23rd is when the checkout will open.
Okay.
Today, like I said before, is my first free masterclass, and I plan on doing them weekly to pull in more people from the industry and just make the course known, and anyone can take this course in the beauty industry, not just a barber or a hairstylist. Where we have eyelashes, makeup, even a massage tech, nail techs can do this, because, this is a course for a leader. Come on. So if you're a leader, this course is definitely for you. There's nothing wrong with working in someone else's salon, but why build somebody else's business when you can build your own?
Come on. So how do the people, how do they connect with you? Please give them your information, how they can, because you having a masterclass tonight, so they need.
I'm having a masterclass tonight. You can always find my masterclass coming up at thesalonblueprint.com. I'm also the same name on all social media: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And I will also be dropping a link to our private Facebook group we have, which will be a community of like-minded individuals that are in the industry that can help each other and just support one another while we all get to our highest self.
Come on. So listen, that's how y'all get in touch with her. I hope to see some of you in this masterclass. Come on. connect. That's why I said Shop Talk is just not about Shop Talk. We are making connections. This is a collaboration with our Dyvine Connections Networking Group. We're going to bring people to you that you can connect with to help you soar higher, get to the next level. And so I am so honored
Thank
to
you
have
so much for
had
having
you
me.
here. Listen, I just know I can feel it. I just know that God is about to do some awesome
You just
things.
made chills come over me.
Listen, if you can see, I got chills because I feel it. When I say I feel it, and I am just so happy that God allowed us to have this divine connection.
Yes.
And let me tell you something. I love Texas. I don't know what part of Texas you in.
Come see me.
What part? Where you at?
I'm in Dallas.
Okay, that's good because I went to Houston, and I have a brother that's in San Antonio, and so I need to come see Dallas.
Okay, in San Antonio, I do business in Dallas and in Austin, so San Antonio was closer to Austin.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I plan on being out there this year because I was actually looking to come out that way to do some business. So I already know I'll be seeing you very soon. I will be seeing you soon. Listen, don't be surprised, y'all, if I go Facebook Live and I'm over there at the Salon Blueprint and
we're gonna collab again.
We're gonna come back. And we're gonna say part 2 of this collaboration because I just feel, it's
divine.
It's definitely divine. And so I can't wait. I just love to see God move. So I just really cannot wait. I see it. I see it. I'm sorry. I see the stage. I see the stage. I see the headset. I see you talking. I see your outfit. I see it.
I cried this morning. I said, Lord, use me.
Listen, and he will use you up, and he is going to use you.
You can't fight him now.
Listen.
You'll never win.
Listen, yesterday we declared Jeremiah 1 and 12, I believe that was on there. It says, the Lord said, you see well, and he watches over his word to perform it. So what you seen, the vision he is giving you, you have seen well, and it shall come to pass. I'm so excited for you. I am so excited for you.
And if you are listening to our live presentation, you are the head and not the tail. Know who you are and stand on it.
Yes.
You can do this.
Yes.
You can do this. It's your purpose. Do it.
All the way from Texas, y'all. Yes. Well, we thank y'all for tuning in. Any last words outside of that? Anything?
I think we did everything. Thank you so much for having me on your show. It's been such a pleasure.
Thank you so much for being here.
I love what you're doing.
And we're going to continue to do it. And until the next time, Shop Talk with TheeHeiress, y'all. Make sure that y'all continue to tune in. And if you are a beauty professional, whether a barber, a stylist, hair, manicurist, nail tech, we are looking to talk shop with you. So
we're looking for you.
We're looking for you.